We have arrived at Plumpton station. The sun is out, beautiful Sussex, and we are now soon to start our amazing journey from East Chiltington to Lewes, Simon de Montfort style. During the army's night march from East Chiltington to Lewes, the army came up across a lot of difficult obstacles they'd have to overcome en route. Things like railway lines, level crossings. It's the 13th of May, 1264. Simon de Montfort's Baronial Army of about 4,000 to 5,000 is camped in the areas in and around what is now East Chiltington. After a day of unsuccessful negotiations between Simon de Montfort and King Henry III, Simon chooses to take the battle to the king and enacts Montfort's march, a famous night march from East Chiltington round the back of what is now Black Cap and Offham Hill, appearing over Lewes as the sun breaks, offering battle to the king. We're just coming into East Chiltington now, and we've come across this absolutely beautiful church from the 11th, 12th century. It was restored in later years though, like 1800s. But it is absolutely amazing here. All this here apparently is a conservation bed, like for wildflowers and stuff. They've got like bird box going on. Oh. And this might be part of well, there's a farmhouse just over this hedge, just over here, butterfly, called Chapel Farm. And the building is amazing, but I didn't get a proper look at it because I think it's someone's home. So look at this, absolutely amazing little quaint church. Look at that, absolutely amazing. So pretty here. Check out this jazzy yew tree. 1,200 years old. Look at the cool trail steps. Wow. The journey continues. Just stopped off for a quick pint. Carrying on through this absolutely gorgeous field of buttercups. Off in the distance, you can see our objective over there. That's the ridge line. Missed it. That, no. That, it's really difficult to do. That's the ridge line that we want to get to. We're going to keep going this way, and then we're going to take a right, and we've got a straight run all the way to the base of Black Cap. So apparently we're passing through crow territory right now, because there are a lot of them and they are super noisy. There was, like, before we walked on the path, there was maybe like 30 sitting in this field here, and they all just whooshed off. Hello cows, how's it going? We are getting closer to our first big climb, Black Cap. It's just there. We're going to climb that bad boy just like they did in 1264, medieval style. Da, da, da. It's getting like tighter and tighter, and soon we won't see the sunlight for a while when we enter these woods. Oh, little birdie. Ah, something hit me in the forehead. Goodbye, sunlight. Into the woods we go. We are now climbing up just around the back of Black Cap, and then we're going to head down the other side. I think it's Ashcombe Woods, which is roughly the area where Box Holt was, where they say Simon de Montfort's army gathered itself, formed itself up before finishing their march and appearing over the crest to the right of Offham Hill. This is believed to be one of the original routes the army took when climbing the hill back in 14th of May 1264. This is a bit of a climb. We made it to the top of that climb. You can see the Black Cap there. We are heading this way down here, through the woods, up the other side, peeking over the crest. Not as sunrise came on. It's not like 4 or 5 in the morning, but yeah, we're happy to have made it to the top. And sheeps are happy, chilling under the tree, which is cool. Might go join them. We are now passing through the woods, a little descent on the other side of Black Cat. This is said to be the rough area where there was a place called Box Holt, which was like a meeting area for people at the time. They say you would have used it because people knew about it. It was a good place to get your stuff together. We're deep into the woods now, and we found all these weird little like fancy things around these stumps. Don't know why they've done it. Another one here. They look like they put a lot of time into sort of twining them all together. And there's another one over there. They're just really weird. Do you know what they're used for? Let me know in the comments. Check out this cool bit we found. Just a little like clear area in the middle of the woods with this giant oak tree. Really cool.
It's a glade.
It's a glade.
I think so.
It's so peaceful here. Butterflies knocking around. It's so peaceful.
It's a good tree, isn't it?
How's the walk going, Harry?
Wow.
Guys, we have finally arrived at the top of the hill where Simon de Montfort would have arrayed his battle lines as the sun rose around 4 or 5 in the morning. The royalists from the castle down in town would have seen them all stood up along the top of the hill. Once formed into their 4 battles, they would have pushed down the hill into the town. The royalists came up to meet them. Edward sweeping off the Londoners in a big charge. He was a bit annoyed because they'd been quite rude to his mum. Chased them all the way through off them about 3 miles. He was out the battle. The king, seeing Edward run off, said, well, I'm fighting at a disadvantage here, I've got to go up the hill. So the royalists come up to meet the Baronial Army, and they go down to meet him on the way, and they clash around where the prison is, just over that hill there. They have a pretty gnarly fight. The royalists start losing ground because they're fighting uphill and they're outnumbered. Montfort throws in his reserve. Cornwall breaks and runs. The king carries on fighting, but eventually he gives up. He knows the day's done, and he runs and takes refuge off in the priory ruins. Well, they weren't ruins at the time, obviously. Way over there past those horrible council buildings you can see, off to the right of the castle. Well, we are just about to enter Lewes, much as the Baronial Army would have in 1264, chasing hot on the heels of the retreating royalists who are hoping to get some protection at the castle, maybe the priory like Henry III did, or maybe a windmill like the King of the Romans did. It has been a great walk. It is tiring. I think it's about 7 to 8 miles. If you want to try the walk yourself, let me know. I'll put a map up in the comments of the route I took with Harry here. Yeah, peace.